Hey guys, today we're going to review how to add and subtract negative numbers. I know we've worked on this in class a little bit, but I want to make sure that this is a super strong skill. So let's look at this problem. Negative 5 plus 11. The first thing I notice is that I have 5 negatives and 11 positives. And I see that my signs are different. When my signs are different, I know I'm going to find the difference, which means to subtract. So I'm going to do 11 minus 5. Now, you all are very smart. 11 minus 5 just leaves me with 6. Now, the next thing I'm going to look for is, which did I have more of? Did I have more negatives or more positives? In this case, I had more positives, so I'm going to keep the sign of the larger number, which was 11. So my final answer here is 6. If you want to think about it in terms of money, you could think that you owe your bank $5, and then you pay your credit card bill $11. That means that you've actually overpaid, and your bank now owes you $6, which is your final answer. Let's look at another one. All right, guys, let's look at the second one. 17 minus 25. I know when I'm subtracting, my rule is keep, change, change. The reason for this is that we want to turn this into its additive inverse, which means that subtracting a number from another number is the same as adding its opposite, or adding its negative. So let's take a look. 17 minus 25. I know that anytime I'm subtracting a number that is larger than the one that I already have, I know my answer is going to be negative. This is like saying you have $17 and you spend $25 on your credit card, you're going to owe the bank money, and money that you owe is always going to be negative. So let's check it out with keep, change, change. Keep, change, change means that I leave 17 alone. So I'm just going to rewrite it below. Change means to change the subtraction sign to an addition sign. And the last change means to turn this 25 into a negative. Now, all I have to do is find the difference, just like I did in my last problem. So I'm going to take 25 and I'm going to subtract 17. 25 minus 17 is going to leave me with 8. Now, again, I'm going to go back and look. Did I have more positives or more negatives? In this case, I had 17 positives and 25 negatives, which means that my final answer is going to be negative 8. And again, this is like saying I have $17. I spend $25 on my credit card. I'm going to owe the bank $8. And money that you owe is always going to be negative. Let's look at another one. All right, let's look at this one. Negative 10 plus negative 30. The rules here are pretty simple. If I'm adding and my signs are the same, I'm always going to keep the same sign. In this case, it's negative. Then all I have to do is add my coefficients. 10 plus 30 is going to leave me with 40. So my answer here is negative 40. This is like saying I borrow $10 from Mr. Walther, and then I go back and I borrow 30 more. Well, now I owe him $40, and money that I owe is always going to be negative. Let's do one more, and then we're going to practice. Okay, I just wanted to look at one last subtraction problem. Again, anytime I'm subtracting, I know I'm going to do keep, change, change to get the additive inverse, which is the same as adding a number's opposite. So again, I'm going to look. I have 19 positives and 23 negatives. And again, because of the subtraction sign, I'm going to do keep, change, change. And I know that my answer is going to be negative because I'm taking away, it's like I have 19 things and I'm taking away 23 of them. So I know my answer is going to be negative. So let's do keep, change, change. Again, keep, change, change means to keep 19 the same, change the subtraction sign to a positive sign, and make your 23 negative. Now all I have to do is find the difference. 23 minus 19 is going to leave you with 4. Now I'm going to go back and look. Did I have more positives or more negatives? Well, I had 19 positives and 23 negatives. Since I have more negatives, my answer is going to be negative. And again, this is like saying I have $19 in my bank account. I spend 23 on my credit card. I'm going to owe the bank money, and money that I owe is always going to be negative. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. Let's go ahead and practice.